Hello and welcome back to a new Dexteria modded episode where this is, for now, a limited time series where we make a mod and that mod is going to be challenged against Derpy and Jack's mod. So far we've done some stuff. We have made 2 bosses. We were aiming for 12. We made backpacks, humans, we made ender, aliens. And, of course, we have to start off with something that I forgot to do last video, mostly because we didn't have any time. So, let me do that really fast. And that, no, it's not the end. If you watched the last episode, I would recommend you watch the last one in case you don't understand what's going on, or just want to see how the process is going, but it doesn't make too big of a change if until now you didn't watch the first episode. So let me launch my game and show you what the first thing is, which is to make a Ender Shadow Temple. Not Ender, Shadow Temple, which is where the boss is going to spawn, and I also forgot to make him a spawning way, a way to spawn him in that structure. So give me a second and I'll finish up with it. And here we go, we've got the Shadow Temple. I already highlighted it. We've got here, it looks super nice. I actually really like how it came out. I'm using completely Minecraft blocks for now. And then at the top here, there is something that will let you spawn. It's basically how it is. There's shadow blocks at the top. There is 3 shadow blocks pillaring up. And then you've got the shadow eye, which for now is just a button, but it's super nice. And then you can just place it. For now, it doesn't work, but yeah. Oh wait, I'm not peaceful. So you see you've got yourself the shadow blocks. The shadow blocks, and then you spawn 3 of them, and then not spawn, they're going to be 3 of the shadow blocks, and then you have to get the eye. You just have to find the right side, which spawns the shadow lord. I'm going to fix it that it also checks for all the sides if the same thing happens. Either way, this is the boss, and then he's not going to spawn here. He's going to spawn in a much smaller place there, which is going to be kind of hard with a lot of corners. You can, like, before you start the boss battle, get ready, and it's not instantaneous. So 1 second, I'm just gonna set the difficulty to peaceful. Now all I have to do is find a way to get the eye. Now for now I have no idea. I'm thinking we connect the shadow blocks to Ender Eye, or maybe I have actually no idea. So I'm gonna figure out a crafting recipe how to get the eye, and then we are going to finish it. So what I actually think is an option is that we add a very small chance, a very, very low chance for a loot table to get the cosmic eye, which is something that you get for the end place. And then you can't enter the place without, actually you can enter, but you can't spawn in without the cosmic eye, and then you connect it to shadows, and then you get the shadow eye. I think that's actually a really good idea, and I'm just going to implement it. So we already have the cosmic eye, or the better end eye, which is used to get to a secret dimension, which randomly spawns. There's a temple. I haven't shown it because they're super rare, and it's sort of like a small thing that's in the mod, but isn't too much of it. There is already a crafting recipe for the better eye. I'm gonna make it that you can find it inside, and then the better end, which is just here. It's just like the end. It's just got trees and a bunch of other stuff instead of just having, well, everything. And I'm gonna upgrade it. It's not mostly part of the mod. There isn't too much for it. It's just sort of there. I implemented it by mistake, but I'm gonna keep it because I feel like in the future I can do something with it. So let's get finished up with the crafting recipe and craft the eye, and just finish with this. And that should finish off our second boss out of 12. Oh my god, I gotta start working on the art. This is very painful, but here we have it. We have the shadow and the alien. I added the progression. The end, I think the end is going to have something. I'm going to change the shadow eye to get a branch. You've got a chance to drop, he has a chance to drop a branch. Either way, we have this, and we're going to move on for now. I'm going to move on, and we're going to start the end. And that should finish off our second boss out of 12. Oh my god, I gotta start working on the art. This is very painful, but here we have it. We have the shadow and the alien. I added the progression. The end, I think the end is going to have something. I'm going to change the shadow eye to get a branch. You've got a chance to drop, he has a chance to drop a branch. Either way, we have this, and we're going to move on for now. I'm going to move on, and we're going to start the end. So here we go, we have ourselves the tree truck. So here we go, we've got ourselves the tree structure where the end is going to spawn. Now, as you see, once you enter, let's say I'm going to go to survival. It is impossible to break this stuff, so it's impossible to get what's on top. It's literally impossible. Let's say, I'm going to go up here to show you. There's also here. You can't break in. That's where the boss battle is going to be. And the way to get in there is that I added an item called the leaf scaffolding. The leaf scaffolding, basically, you come here, and then you have to place it on this block. Not that block, it has to be this block specifically. And if you do that, let me show you what it's going to do. Then it starts going up, and then it will break one of the blocks, which will let you enter the place. Now, once you break the scaffolding, then it will not repair itself. There's going to be loot here, like shulker boxes and chests and barrels, and then there's going to be the boss battle, I think, right there. I have to design I think, symbol, the thingy, how to spawn him. Either way, once we do that, then you will finally place the final few blocks, and it will spawn the end. So let me get started on that, and finally, once we can finish with the third boss, and oh yeah, I forgot to show you guys the end. The third boss, and that would be amazing. So the end. So we've got the end, guys. You can't summon, you have to summon him. So let's say I'm in survival. Let me grab myself full endrite. Now, you're going to want to get yourself full endrite pretty fast. And the reason for that is, well, because most of these bosses are pretty hard. This guy is one of the harder ones. He's not, I don't think he's harder than the Shadow Lord, but he's supposed to be easier. He's boss number 2, and then the Shadow Lord is boss number 3, and you need to enter to battle the Shadow Lord, which is going to be here. To battle him, you're going to need an item. Here we go. Here's the Shadow Temple. And then you get here, and then you get to the top. And then you place the eye, and the eye you make by combining the eye of the cosmic eye, and after that some shadows, and the last thingy, which is going to be something dropped by the end. So I'm gonna enchant my stuff, and then of course you want yourself to get a, you can't use these two, a laser gun, and then cells, power cells, and then we also need, I mean, a trident could be nice. And then we also need apples. Now we need a bunch of healing. We need 3 and 2 ender apples. I'll go with 2, and then food. There you go. This is what I would recommend. If you want a shield, you can get a shield or a totem. I'm going to stick with a shield because the boss is going to be pretty hard. But either way, let's go up to the top. And then once you get here, you're going to spawn him, and then it's going to go something like this. So you're ready, and then game mode survival. You've got this here, and then you summon the Ent. And then bam. And then oops, I'm unpeaceful. 3, 2, 1, go. And then there's the Ent. I kind of like how he looks. And then, so he's got 3 attacks. He either gives you poison, or wither, or the third one, which is this, I don't know, yeah, there it is. He summons a spike under you, which does a ton of damage. Now, as you might see, the effects are doing to me a ton of damage, but luckily he doesn't spawn any minions, so you can take him out kind of fast, as you just saw right there. I would recommend healing, because in a bigger space, he will be harder. Let's say I'm going to summon the Ent again. And then, as you see, you could get unlucky and get more spikes. And then, let's see, I'll show you guys what the spike does. Let's see. Let's try to get one. Here, as you saw, do you see how much damage that did to me? And then you can get, like, really low. Ender apples are a big thing, because they're very overpowered, and they're pretty easy to get. They give you strength, health boost, and a bunch of other stuff. And haste, and absorption, and all those stuff. But either way, that's the Ent for you. All I have to add is the summoning platform. And once I deal with that, we can finally add this to the structure formats. And that will be 3 bosses down out of 12. And of course comes boss number 4. Boss number 4 is going to be a, what they're called? Plant eaters? I'm not sure. We also need to make the minion, the smaller guys. But first of all, like always, we have to start off with a cube. And then work our way around. But of course, I'm not good at texturing, so I came up with this, and I actually kind of like it. I think I'm gonna call it the Nature's Dinosaur. It's kind of cute. And here we have ourselves the planter structure. It starts with a key, with a door at the start. And then it goes down. Now, I can't show you what's inside. There's secrets. There's a bunch of stuff. Now, I haven't finished. All I have to do is add the loot. But either way, this is it. Oh, we've got, that makes us 4 bosses. 4 bosses down out of 12. I think I'm going to reduce a few. A lot of them are not important. We are on day 15. Oh, not good. And we are only 4 bosses down. I don't think I'm going to finish. I think for now I'm going to have to make it smaller, and then it's going to move it to a future project. I just have to finish off with what I have. Let's move on and just add the loot tables. Fortress and the key. I don't remember if I showed it. Either way, we got all of that. I worked around on some stuff here. It's pretty laggy. I don't even know why. But I'm going to lower my chunks because this is a custom-made mod. But either way, what I'm working on right now is this. The Luckifier. If I do this and then I press this, I can get 2 options. A lucky card. I'm going to continue doing it until I get it. As you saw there was some sort of flicky. Here, you can get a lucky card or an unlucky card. Now, unlucky cards are not unlucky, they're just uncommon. You see, they've got really bad stuff that's like garbage. You can get food. There isn't anything too good that you can get there. But on the other hand, the lucky card is actually pretty good. Now, the unlucky cards mostly if you want to get resources and all of that. Now, the lucky cards, which are a little bit rare, But basically, look, here, I got something a little bit rare. This is how you get the mega crafting table and the oak logs. And then you get series of junk, which is some copper, stone, dirt, cobblestone, stone, and such. There we go, we've got that. Here, I keep on getting the jackpot in a second. So that, I'm gonna run it. Here we go, that is the apples. You get an ender apple, golden apples, normal apples, all of that stuff. And then, of course, there is the jackpot, which is like the normal jackpot. Here, I got it. It's just some diamonds, emeralds, gold, iron. Now, how you get these cards is this recipe right here, which using the like fire. I'm gonna use the NBT data. Did it save it? Yes. Okay, so it's got an NBT data. So you've got this. We've got the Luckifier. There we go. You know, like some good stuff. It's just like useful. It's sort of like a loot table kind of thing. I'm just gonna break this because I do not want to mess with structure. That's just that. I added cards. Now, of course, we have with the lucky, you have a chance to get the next things. You can get yourselves a planter, tree pumpkin, shadow eye, and a tom head. Now, you got all of these from the same thing. It's called the boss drop. It's super rare. And then you've got the tree pumpkin, which you can use to summon the Ent. The shadow eye, which is used to summon the Shadow Lord. The tom head, which is used to summon the Endarian alien. And then the last one, which is the planter. Now, in the place, there is the boss grass. Once you place it, then he will spawn. There you go, we've got the plant eater. The rest of them are pretty self-explanatory. We've got ourselves here, we'll grab a tree, which is how to summon the Ent. And this will be in the dungeon. Oops, it has to be in a certain direction. Bam, and then that's how the Ent summons. And the tom head and the shadow eye. I'll do the tom head first. So let's see, I'm just gonna do tom body, and okay, let me just close that. We've got not the tom body, the tom feet. So we've got the tom feet, tom body, and then you place the tom head, and then there we go, we've got the Endarian alien. And then we've got the Ent, we've got those three bosses, and then last we've got the Shadow Lord. You've got 3 shadow blocks, and then you just place this, and there we go, we've got the 4 bosses. I'm just gonna kill them real fast. I'm gonna use a shadow sword. We also have the flower helmet, which is pretty nice. It's going to be this one of the drops that you can get from the planter. It's pretty good. I kind of like how it looks. See, there's like the pink stuff on the side. Now, effect. Give at P strength. Now, the fact is, I'm 100% not going to be finishing all the boss fights. I put too much, and I'm going to continue this mod in the future, but for now, it's just sort of not going to be finished in time. We've got 4 bosses currently. Now I'm gonna look for the plant eater. Should be here. He's kind of tiny and pretty fast. So, let me look for, oh, there he is. Now he's the hardest one. Look at his hitbox. It's pretty tiny. And he's got his attacks, and then he drops 2 things. The grass one, which we can use after that to create the, here it is, the cave smoother. The grass wand and the cave smoother are they're pretty simple. Now what the grass wand does is that, let's say you've got dirt. Any kind of dirt. And you don't want it to be dirt. I want it to be grass, but I don't want to make a whole trail, and I don't have silk touch yet. Or you just don't want to, like, carry grass everywhere. So you've got this. You right-click with the grass wand, it turns instantly into grass. That's like turning rooted dirt into normal dirt, and then you can break it. You can do whatever you want with it. Now, it also works. Now, think about it. That's okay, I guess. People would kind of like it, but that's not what you get from boss. Now, the point of it is that you can do this. You can turn useless blocks into blocks that are useful. I think you can also do it with netherrack. I think I did it. Or was that maybe the cave smoother? Yes, netherrack, you can get grass in the nether. Now, this is super, like, really cool. You can turn your useless blocks. And then the cave smoother is something that everybody wants. Basically, what it does is that it removes andesite and dirt and ores and gravel. No, the iron ore it doesn't remove because that you can just mine. It's pretty simple. But basically, let's say you're in a cave and you want it to just be stone. So basically, it's like super helpful. Another thing that you can do with the grass wand is that it's insanely efficient. As you see, it has what, 2000 durability, but it can be used as any tool. It's a multi-tool, which is insane if you ask me. Here we go. It is also a shears and a axe and a pickaxe, but it doesn't actually give you the stuff. The cave smoother, on the other hand, is a pickaxe and it does give you stuff, but the grass wand is multi-tool. It's pretty cool. I think I'm gonna lower the thing. Oh yeah, the cave smoother also does damage. As you see, it does a lot of damage. It's 4 damage. No, it's because I have strength, sorry. So, we need to move on to the next things, and I think we're gonna go with 5 bosses, and the final boss for the mod. It's gonna be amazing. Now, I think we're going to have to go with either the chief, or, let me see. I think we're gonna go with the chief. Now, either the chief or the... Nope, the chief is the only option we have. So the chief is the last one. So we've got him. Which is actually really good because a 5th boss. Now, the chief thing is, well, I haven't finished with the humans. But we have 20 kinds of humans, and they're currently not really doing anything yet. We've got Better Steve, we've got a bunch of random skins that I took from Google, and vampires too, but they currently are just in the mod. They don't exactly do anything. So what I want to do is I want to make a chief boss. Now I want to make a village, and I want to add uses for these guys, and the village... you can summon the chief, which is not going to attack you directly because it is not a monster. See, I already cleared up an area. The chief is going to be the final monster, and basically going to be the end of this, but we're going to have to finish it on the next episode. Actually, I did the boss here. I think I can finish it. Seems pretty simple. Let's get on with the chief and the village. And then in the next episode, we're just going to straighten up everything else. Which is, I mean, the humans. I had some other stuff, just mobs. There is a big thing that I want to do. I wanted to add throwing axes and battle axes. And also I also wanted to add scythes. And also, like, for every single tool. I may add redstone stuff. As you see, I added lapis and redstone armor, which could be created very easily. Just use a smithing table, some iron armor. I want to see actually what's the difference between iron armor and this. This is 6, 1.56. Oh, 2, 2, 5, 2, 2. Yeah, so it's almost the exact same thing as armor. It's just got more armor toughness and more durability. So if you take this lapis block, the emerald's the exact same thing with the diamond. So you've got smithing table, iron, lapis, and then there we go. We're just gonna make ourselves that. And then we've got ourselves some lapis armor. The exact same thing works with redstone. Now, we just need to move on to the chief. Oh, wow. No, we do not have any more time. I did not realize that. We're going to have to do that in the next episode. Thanks for watching. Please, if you missed anything, ignore everything around here. It looks kind of weird, but there is a reason for all this stuff. I just haven't gotten to it yet. Please like, subscribe, and leave notifications if you like this. And I'm going to see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. So, my recording software stopped working for some time, but luckily I didn't do too much progress. I was on the wrong thing on OBS, but I added some stuff. Just this. See, all of this. And this, I think, too. A lot of stuff. Yeah, it's too much. So anyways, we added the lucker and the lucky cards. They are basically lucky blocks, but cards. When you right click, they open. And then we added loaves of bread. There we go. Multiple eats. And then we added corn, lettuce, tomato, and then 3 kinds of bell peppers, butter, hamburgers. And then this part is for the humans. So, of course, we've got this. You can hypnotize human. Basically, you've got that. And I just need to add some more stuff. I have a few funny ideas. So, let's start off. So, let's do this. I'm just going to finish it. Okay, let's just finish with it. Here we go. You guys can kind of guess what I'm doing. Make it a, it doesn't really matter what it is. Fishing rod, 100 durability. I need to lower this to 50. There we go. And then we go to the tags. Add it to there. Save. And then there we go. We've got that. Now, of course, I just need the small stuff that I don't really need to record. Got 4 bosses, and how many of these do we have left? We have a very small amount. I just want to add the last stuff. Which is the lapis, I think lapis and emerald stuff, some other small stuff like villages. Either way, let's just move on and just finish with this mod already. Episode 3. And here we go. We've got ourselves the village. We've got some houses. We've got the blacksmith place. It's a little bit more realistic, like because they're supposed to be like players. There's this house, a couple of these small ones. This is the fancy one. It's got a bunch of really good stuff. You've got the double door, the farming area, because I didn't want to actually place farms. And then the humans, I placed every single one. And now what I'm doing is I'm making variations, where we've got ourselves, first of all, the acacia one. It's about the exact same thing, just it's acacia. And the snow one, which I actually really like how it came out, as you see. Of course, we're gonna make a bunch more options. These are not gonna be the only ones. We've got like 4 days left. Barely any time. Either way, let's just finish with these. I'm gonna spawn the villagers and get ready to finish up. This is gonna be painful. And that, I think, is going to be the last thing we do, so I'm going to be back once I finish with all the villagers. And we've got ourselves our 5 options. I think 5 is good enough for now. we've got ourselves the normal village, the mushroom village, the snow village, the acacia village, and savannah village, and the sand village. All of these have different, each one has all 20 kinds of humans. Got chests on the inside. Yeah, it's okay, I already saved that. And I just need to upload it and see if I've got anything else to do. If I do not, then I'm happy to say that I can finally finish off with this mod and put it aside and start working on something else, which is a big relief because it's been a month. I haven't uploaded anything because this has just been taking up a lot of my time. I actually really enjoyed it. I might actually do something like this again pretty soon, but not as like complicated, I think, as like against people. Maybe I'll just do it alone. I think that actually could be something interesting. A 1 month thing. I spent, you know how there's like 100 days. I spent 1 month doing that and that and that. It could actually be fun. Either way, I think that's it for today. I decided not to add a last village. Either way, we have that. I'm going to please subscribe, leave a like, and maybe comment. I'm going to see you guys next time. Bye.